Honda's coming off of selling 400,000 CR-Vs last year, and even just last month, in the month of March 2025, Honda said they sold the most CR-Vs ever, over around 45,000 in just 1 month. Now to continue that momentum, here's Honda with the new 2026 CR-V. We got a new TrailSport, we got updates with the technology outside, on the inside, 4-wheel drive. We got some cool updates for you guys, so let's get into it.
If you're a Honda fan, make sure to stay to the end. This CR-V preview was at Honda headquarters in Torrance, California, and you won't want to miss the incredible motorcycles and cars displayed at this North American collection hall. And if you want me to drive some of these legendary Hondas, let me know. Honda said they'd let me drive quite a few of these cars, S2000, NSX, etc. So if you guys want me to drive them, let me know in the comments, but let's get to the CR-V.
We've never seen a TrailSport on the CR-V before, all right? And not only we have a TrailSport on the CR-V, but we have an all new color. This is actually coming over from the Passport that I just drove a few weeks ago down in Puerto Rico. So this is ash green metallic, that's what it's called. I keep getting it confused with the orange color that was on the Passport, which is really similar to that TrailSport badge. So the first time we ever see a TrailSport badge here with this ash green metallic. Now the only way you can get this color is here on the TrailSport. If you want a Sport Touring or any other grades, you're out of luck. We got that urban grade pearl in the Sport Touring. We'll go over some of the details over there as well. All right, so let's look at the front end. This is exclusive a hybrid as well. You're not going to be able to get the turbo model in a TrailSport, so it's only hybrid, and it sits above the Sport Hybrid and a little bit below the Sport L Hybrid. So looking down below, this is actually the same piece we have on the Sport Touring, but it is a little bit lighter gray. To give it a little bit more off-road prominence. These little ducts at the bottom, these square-like shapes that we see on other Sport Hybrids, they're gloss black here. We're on the Sport Touring, they are still that kind of like that silver finish. All right, we'll get over there in a little bit. So we come into the side, we do have 18-inch wheels, and this is the first time we've seen all-terrain tires on a CR-V before, cross-contact Continentals. I believe they're 235 width. All right, and this does have an exclusive shark gray finish here on the TrailSport wheel. Now you do get the same 19-inch wheels on the Sport Touring model. The base LX model has the same wheels as before, but all the other models are getting redesigned wheels, which is pretty exciting. I have yet to see them, but I'll try to update you guys with that media here shortly. All right, with the TrailSport as well, we have fully blacked out window surround. We have that on the Sport Touring as well. It looks fantastic. We also have gloss black mirrors, gloss black handles. This also has smart key access right here. Now, we also have glossy roof rails, and we have these accessories up top. This holds, I want to say around, was it 165 pounds for the 165 for the roof rack? You can see a Honda generator up there if you guys are going camping. You know, they have made some changes back here actually with the badges. I just want to bring this out. So of course we have the TrailSport badge, but we have a fully blacked out CR-V logo and a new blacked out hybrid logo. If we go over to the Sport Touring model, I believe this was potentially chrome before, below the Sport. And we have the updated CR-V hybrid badge over here as well. If we look at the bottom, we have a small difference. On the right hand side, the TrailSport has a lighter colored rear garnish around the exhaust, and on the Sport Touring model, it is a darker finish. Now, we do have, it looks like dual exhaust, but this is the true exhaust port over here, and that one is covered. All right, so I don't mind fake dual exhaust if it looks good and Honda's pulled it off. Now this has an automated liftgate, which is an upgrade from the base Sport model. This is similar to how the Sport model is equipped, but it has a few niceties like that liftgate that we just talked about. So there is not going to be a spare tire on any of the hybrids. They're all fix-a-flat kits due to the electrical componentry. Now if you get a CVT turbo model, I believe those do have the spare tires because they have available underfloor storage there. All right, we do have accessory power, which I'm thinking TrailSport, I'm thinking off-road, you want to have accessory power. So you have 180 watts from this 12 volt. You'll just have to bring an adapter in there. So let's go ahead and close this. Let's get in the back seat of the TrailSport model. Hard touch materials here up top, but the armrest is nice and soft. We have that TrailSport orange and stitching, of course, on the armrest, but then you're going to have it throughout the cabin as well. And Honda let me know this is the first time we're seeing a CR-V with cloth interior that also has an auto lift gate. All right, so let's get inside. We have rear vents, rear USB-Cs, one map pocket over here. Folding this down, a couple cup holders in the middle. We also have standard all-weather mats. These rubber mats are standard here on the TrailSport. I'm a big fan of that. That reminds me of the Passport that I just drove, the Passport standard model, not the Elite, that has standard all-weather mats. You can see above me, I have plenty of headroom, plenty of legroom. See the little CR-V badge here. There is, I believe, an 8-speaker audio here on the TrailSport. The base Sport model has, I believe, a 6-speaker audio system, and then the Sport Touring behind me has the Bose 12-speaker. All right, the doors have a nice heft to them, so let's go ahead and get inside here. This TrailSport model does have electronic seats. That's great. It also has a brand new 10-inch screen here. I know we have all these flashing lights. It's hooked up to some power inverters so the battery doesn't die on them with it being inside. Now, this 10.25-inch screen, we see it in the Integra. We see it in other, I think it's in the Passport that I just got out of. We see it in lots of other Honda vehicles, the Pilot too, I believe. No surprise to have it here. You can pull up lots of information with these scrolly wheels on each side, so that's great. The TrailSport also has a heated steering wheel with this awesome orange baseball stitching around the leather-wrapped steering wheel. Now, we also have heated seats here. This is a big upgrade. Across the lineup, we're going from a standard 7-inch screen to a standard 9-inch screen. We're also going to standard wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto. Previously, you had to get the bigger screens in the upper models to get the wireless phone connectivity. Now it is standard, and you can see this connect button. Now, this is a slightly different screen compared to the Sport Touring, which we'll show you why here in a little bit. Honda continues with the perfect rotary dial, climate control, beautiful tactile feedback. They have a great volume knob too. I mean, this is just, ooh, it's actually playing music. So I'm gonna turn that down. Don't want to get the FM. Speaking, I'm glad the volume came up because it reminded me, there is no more satellite radio on the CR-V. The CR-V only has AM, FM. Maybe not even AM. I wouldn't be surprised if there's no AM. Let me click FM here. Okay, we do have AM, but no Sirius satellite radio. So if you want that, you're gonna have to, Bluetooth it from your phone or use your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto to link it up. Now, standard across the lineup, even the base LX turbo model is a wireless charger. We have 2 USB-Cs here, additional 12 volt. I love the traditional shifter here, no push button stuff. I like the shifter. We have downhill ascent control. Oh, I wanted to talk about the all-wheel drive system. It has been updated. They've adjusted the traction control on the all-wheel drive system under 9 miles an hour. And so what it does is it uses the brakes a little bit more aggressively where it senses slippage, so it can get the right torque distributed to the wheel that has the most traction. So it's not nearly as sophisticated or as heavy compared to like the IVT M4 that you see on the Passport, the Pilot, the Acura MDX, the RDX, the TLX, etc. It's not that robust, but you can get fairly close with good torque vectoring through simulating with clamping those brakes down, lack of a better word, on the wheel that is spinning. All right, so that's the big update for the all-wheel drive system, and that is not only on this TrailSport, it's on every all-wheel drive model, even the turbos. Couple cup holders here lifting this up, felt lined bottom to that big storage container. What do you think about these TrailSport headrests? They look pretty sharp. You know, it's interesting because the headrests are black and then the rest of the seat is kind of like gray black. All right, they almost look like they're aftermarket, like they're just slotted on a gray seat. Let me know if you guys like that. It's just different. I'm not used to seeing that. Materials on the door, these are soft touch up front compared to the hard touch ones in the back. Auto windows up front. We do have a sunglass holder, and we do have a sunroof here on the TrailSport where the base Sport model does not. No auto dimming rear view mirror and no auto dimming side mirrors, it looks like. We do have blind spot monitor if I didn't mention that, so let's go and get into that Sport Touring model. Here are those 19-inch wheels. Only model that gets 19-inch wheels is a top of the line Sport Touring trim. Up front, it looks very much the same from the last CR-V Sport Touring that I've seen. And going to the back, I think they have maybe adjusted the window trim. I'm not 100% sure, but it is gloss black now. And the window trim looks the same between both of these vehicles. I know pre-refresh, they used chrome a little bit more liberally, but I'm not seeing a whole lot of chrome here, which I personally prefer. However, I'm still waiting to hear back to see if they have a blackout package for this Honda badge in the back, because as you guys can see, everything else is pretty much blacked out except that Honda badge. But I'll let you guys know either in the comments or next time I drive one of these. All right, CR-V Hybrid, the new badging here. Let's go and lift up the back here. It shouldn't be any different really than the other model we just checked out. All right, we have lights back here, 12 volt, no underfloor storage as we mentioned. So let's go ahead and close this down. Now, one of the big differences here is going to be leather seats. All right, so we have perforated leather seats. I'm glad they're perforated and you're not going to stick to them as easily as if they were just a sheet of leather, for example. But we have orange stitching here as well, even on the Sport Touring model. All right, similar to the TrailSport over there. Still hard touch up here, so the same door panel, probably even the same armrest compared to the TrailSport. In the back, USB-C's, vents, really it's the same situation back here except just nicer seats. One map pocket on that side as well on the passenger side. We do have memory seats here on the Sport Touring. You got the leather bolstered seats here as well. So let's get on the inside. You know, maybe this garnish might be a little bit different, but it looks and feels almost the same. The seat, I would say it feels a little bit more comfortable. Again, we have the 10.25 inch screen here, the MID, the customizable heated steering wheel. Now, interestingly, Honda still hasn't included ventilated seats here. I feel like back home this week I have an RDX that I'm reviewing, an Acura RDX. Acura being the sport performance / luxury brand of Honda. That vehicle has ventilated seats. I feel like Honda is saying, hey, if you want ventilated seats, you're going to have to go for that Acura. But that Acura doesn't get 40 miles per gallon like this hybrid does. It gets like 20. So wait for my review on the RDX back home. It's a good vehicle. I mean, really everything else looks about the same, except we might have auto windshield wipers. We have the Bose sound system. The screen's actually different. So there are 2 buttons on that one over there. One of them it said like, or like phone mirroring or whatever that the button said over there. But this is a different screen since this model has Google built in, similar to the Accord Sport Touring that has Google built in. And so we also have these additional Seek buttons here at the bottom. I really like these Seek buttons for your radio stations and whatnot, but it's not a deal breaker. I'm really happy with the setup over there. No panel roof either. All right, so I really feel like, as I finish out this video, I really feel like the sweet spot to the CR-V is going to be the TrailSport, the Sport L potentially. I mean, the Sport Touring to me, I just don't feel like I'm getting enough here compared to how well equipped that TrailSport is. But here's another thing, we don't have official pricing quite yet. And so as soon as I get official pricing, I'll have to update you guys. All right, and slamming that door there. Guys, listen to this. Sounds like a luxury car. Even the back door sounds absolutely fantastic. The new 26 refreshed CR-V will be available at dealers this spring. Pricing will be following this video that you're watching right now, and I can't wait to drive, especially the TrailSport, to see if it behaves any different with those all-terrain tires, what kind of efficiency you're likely to see as well. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed today's video on the new refreshed CR-V, I appreciate that like button hit, and I'll catch you in the next one.